In less than a week, San Francisco will face the Green Bay Packers for their first playoff game. And while many have been hyper-focusing on Green Bay's defensive line, the fact is the biggest key in this game will be San Francisco's defensive line, not Green Bay's. When you look at San Francisco's defensive line, for instance, they have players all across the board who can win games. And through this offseason and going into this year, San Francisco has continued their emphasis on their defensive line, picking up Javon Hargrave and Chase Young during the season. The most crucial defensive lineman for San Francisco heading into this Green Bay game, though, isn't Nick Bosa or another pass rusher. It's Arik Armstead, who finally looks healthy and can contribute heavily against the run, which if you're San Francisco has to be your major concern. While Jordan Love has had a nice stretch of games, the fact is, none of that would be possible without their lead back, Aaron Jones. When you're looking at Green Bay's most recent losses, for instance, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants, in both of these games, their leading back had under 100 yards. So in this video, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into the games against the Buccaneers and Giants to see how San Francisco could utilize this blueprint to beat the Green Bay Packers, starting out with how San Francisco can stop the run. Starting out early in this game, Green Bay was trying to impose their will, running it 3 times from the goal line in a row. Tampa Bay, nonetheless, was able to stop each one of these attempts, bringing an extra man at least each time. On the final play of this drive, for instance, you can see how Tampa Bay is bringing 6, helping eliminate run lanes and get pressure in the backfield. In comparison, San Francisco throughout this year really hasn't brought too many blitzes, but they have got pressure with their front 4. On this play, I want to specifically focus on Arik Armstead and his ability to wreak havoc on this offensive line. 2 men tried to block him, but nonetheless, they're not able to. And this really causes the back to hesitate, and then the rest of the defensive line in Farrell and Bosa wrap this thing up. If San Francisco isn't able to generate pressure with just their front 4 though, I think this Tampa Bay game shows they should bring blitzes and bring them heavily. As I've already highlighted, against a rush attack, having the proper blitz called can definitely help eliminate some run lanes. In addition to that, at times when Jordan Love is pressured, especially with a blitz, he'll have an inaccurate throw. Like on this play when he misses a wide open wide receiver. This isn't to say blitzing Jordan Love every single time would be a good decision, because he's much too good of a quarterback to do that. Rather, I'm just highlighting an area in which San Francisco can add a wrinkle to his defense to really affect his game. I mean, when you watch his film, I think there are times in which he has the opportunity to make the right throw, like in this play against the New York Giants. Here, the New York Giants are bringing the blitz, but you can see how his back picks up pretty nicely, so he has time to get open to his wide receiver. But rather than taking this time to set his feet and make an accurate throw, he kind of rushes it, and this causes an inaccurate throw overall. Luckily for San Francisco, I do suspect they will get pressure on Love outside of blitzing, and while this is great, I don't think this is really the core aspect of the Packers game. Rather, I do think it all revolves around Aaron Jones and stopping this play-action pass alongside the running attack, as I alluded to earlier. And as I alluded to earlier, none so more important than Arik Armstead returning from injury and taking the place of Javon Kinlaw. And while Kinlaw has been great against the pass, he struggled against the run. And here on this play, we can see how Arik Armstead is not just powerful, but quick. He gets to this back in a hurry, but overall in his career, he's been known for eating up blocks. Unlike with Kinlaw, you rarely see guards pulling up to the backers in this case, meaning guys like Fred Warner have the ability to get your back down. As you watch this play one more time, when you see that Arik Armstead notices that the offensive lineman is trying to go up to the second level, he adjusts his angle and makes it so he can't, helping out Fred Warner, which is something that he won't get rewarded on the stat sheet for. While the addition of Arik Armstead is going to be great, he's not going to have to do it all by himself. He also has Hargrave, Bosa, Young, and then in the rotation, Gregory, and even the rookie Robert Beal Jr. looks deadly. And if San Francisco's front 7 is able to stop this Green Bay's talented rush attack, I do think it's going to have a cascading effect for the rest of their offense. First and foremost, I think their play action pass, which might be their deadliest aspect, is going to struggle because San Francisco no longer will worry about the rush attack, and then Green Bay becomes much more one-dimensional. If you throw in the wrinkle of some Steve Wilkes blitzes, I think San Francisco can do just enough to Jordan Love to throw him off his game and make him a different type of quarterback than we've seen recently. After watching the film for the Packers though, this is just one way in which I think San Francisco could attack this team. And I'd like to hear your thoughts in which ways you think San Francisco will go out there and attack. It would also mean a ton to me if you liked and subscribed, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.